What's going on? We're back for another amazing episode of the Innovator Hour, man. And I got a very special guest in the building, man, coming all the way from South Carolina, man. I got Blacc Zacc in the building. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What it do?
First off, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you coming through here today, bro.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah, definitely. Can you let the people know where they can find you on social media?
Blacc Zacc, BLACCZACC. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that.
I want to ask you, what was it like growing up in South Carolina for you?
It was lit. It ain't really like, same old story everybody else be having. Like, it's rough, but, you got to go through that to get to where you going.
Yeah, the reason I asked you is because I had some homies from South Carolina and they speak hella highly of it and they they really rep that shit. That's why I was asking. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a prideful like area. Like y'all got the pride. In that. That's why I fuck with it.
What part of Carolina they from?
They was from South Carolina, like St. Petersburg.
Okay, yeah. That's like I think an hour away from where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask you why the name Blacc Zacc and why the specific spelling.
I got that name from this chick in high school. She gave me that name.
Oh, really?
She was calling me Blacc Zacc, so it just stuck with me then. But I spell it like that because, I'm Crip, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so we spell it like that. I've been spelling like that since day one, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, when did you start making music?
I started making music. Like, I always had a love for music. Like, my stepdad, he had a studio at my crib, and I used to mess around with it like that. But I started taking it serious, like, after high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it that made you just want to start taking it serious?
Cause like somebody, like to be honest, somebody told me like, bro, you already got like a rapper image. Like I was riding around like in the car back then. I don't know if it's big over here, but like we used to ride around in the cars like on 24s and 26s like that. Yeah. So I used to ride around like that back in high school. So they was like, you already got a rapper image. So I just started doing it and like I got a good response from it.
Yeah.
So I just kept going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first song you ever made?
I think the first song I made was like Dear Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like I was just rapping. Like I made a song about my mama, that's it.
Was it? It was fire?
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What was it? I would say, what are some things that you would say influenced you to make music?
Like I always feel like I had my own story.
Mm-hmm. And
then once I really got into the music, once I got into the industry, I seen how these rappers was capping. I'm like, man, I'm the truth.
Yeah.
Like, so I just kept going. Like, and I'm just waiting on my time now, but I just waited.
Yeah.
So, but
hell yeah, you put in the work, bro. You've been going crazy.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what are some artists you grew up listening to?
Jeezy, Yo Gotti. I like Future. I rock with the Migos, Gucci Mane, of course, Young Dolph.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Who I came up like listening to.
Yeah, off tops. I want to ask you, was music always your passion, or did you have a passion for something else? Like
music.
When you was
Always always been my passion.
Yeah.
Always been my passion.
Like you never played no sports or nothing when you was growing?
I played sports, but it's like once the coach told me, like he put me to the side. He was like, "You either gonna play basketball or you ain't gonna be able to hang with the people I'm coming around with school every day." I was like, "Man, basketball ain't like I ain't took it serious back then." So like, I'm going to hang with my people.
Exactly. I want to ask you, what is your process like for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs?
Jetson beats. Who else I've been working with lately? But Jetson, like the main person. Nico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like nothing but Carolina. Like every beat I jump on come from Carolina.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And what about like lyrics as far as like what's your process for writing?
I don't really write. I don't write no more.
Okay.
So we go like it's whatever vibe I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's tight. You on tour right now with Dababy. How has tour been for you?
Lit. Turn up. It was
You been having a good time?
Yeah, it was lit.
Happy to be in LA right now?
Yeah, I love LA.
Okay.
Like, we done had a crib out here for the longest. So.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been out here for a long time.
Let's talk about your new music out right now. You just dropped a new song called Ha 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 featuring Key Glock.
Yeah.
What did you want the fans to hear from you on that song?
That's just the vibe I was in, and when I made it, I was like, I hear Key Glock on that.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't know if they be thinking your boy done stopped or I done fell off or anything. So I just had to let them know we still getting money.
Yeah.
We still in that face. We ain't gonna never stop.
Yeah, off tops.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the latest project that you dropped called Black Frost. Can you tell me about the mindset you had when you were creating that project?
I actually was gonna name it 48 Degrees.
Okay.
But cause I'm from 48, like that's my hood back in Columbia. But I was gonna name it that, and then I put it out there. I made a post like, what should I name my next mixtape? And somebody put Black Frost.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cold.
That is cold.
Yeah, so it's like Jack Frost, Black Frost. I got the wrong with that. And once I heard that, I was like, let's just do that.
Do you have a favorite song on the project?
I like all of them, but like my favorite one is What's the Stakes.
Yeah, I fucked with that shit too.
Appreciate it.
Who did production on that project?
Jetson. I think Jet made most of those. Yeah, Jetson made those.
Can you tell me about a surreal moment you've had in your music career? It could be like someone fucking with you that you wasn't really expecting, or something like surreal that happened with your career.
When Dolph reached out, Filthy Rich reached out to, like, I
fuck with Filthy.
Yeah, I always looked up to Filthy because, like, just from his movement, it's similar to mine. Like all these rappers be reaching out now. Dolph, like I rock with Pee Wee, like a lot of people just be reaching out. So
yeah, well, that's lit. And can you tell me about a challenging obstacle you faced in your career and how did you overcome it?
Challenging obstacle, like, you know, just having to dodge all the hate and stuff, but I don't feel like it'd be too challenging because it come with this, like.
Yeah.
But other than that, I ain't really too much.
Top. Can you tell me what's a perfect day for Blacc Zacc? Like, what's your ideal perfect day?
Perfect day for me?
Yeah.
Whole lot of money. Big back ends. Turn up at the show. Give my people what they want to see.
Yeah.
And that's my fun. My ideal fun.
Yeah. I want to ask you, what's next for you? New project, new videos. You're on tour right now, but what can the people expect from you for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'm actually about to get ready to drop a project in May.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a project in May. I'm just recording, and once the tour about over, I'm gonna drop a project.
Do you have a name for the project?
I don't got a name yet.
Okay.
Like, cause I was gonna drop a project in February on Valentine's Day. I was gonna drop Blue Roses.
Okay.
But I pushed it back so I can cook it up some more.
Yeah.
And but I'm dropping something in May for sure.
For sure. Off tops. Yeah. Well, in May, get ready for Blacc Zacc. He's gonna drop something crazy on you. I want to know, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
On top.
Yeah.
I got to be on top. More richer. Like, you know, stay consistent. Like, all that. I just want to be on top. I want to get into, like, different little, like, ventures and stuff too, probably like movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
you want to do some acting?
Yeah, that's where the bag is. Yeah. And I'm a funny guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up. I say I want to get in some movies and shit too. What type of movies you trying to be in?
I ain't putting on no dress and nothing like all that
no
crazy
Tyler
weird
Perry
stuff, none of that Tyler Perry stuff. But anything other, sign me up for it.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. I want to ask you, what do you think has changed the most from like 2016 Dirty Summer to 2018 with Black Frost as you in your artistry and with making music?
Like, I got more stuff to talk about. I done had more and more experiences. Like, I used to have high expectations for certain people and things when it came to this music. Yeah. So I done learned more about the game versus the music and stuff like that. So I be talking about that a lot. And, you know, I go through stuff every day just like the average person. So,
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm taking it way more serious now.
Yeah.
Way more serious. Because back then, like, I was consistent, but I wasn't as consistent as I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
People would say that you're the biggest rapper to come out of South Carolina. What would you say to that?
They ain't lying. That's a fact. Shout out to everybody back at home, but that's just a fact.
Nah, definitely. I want to ask you, what is your favorite food spot when you go home?
Bernie's Chicken.
Bernie's Chicken?
Yeah, it's on Bluff Road. It's on my hood, like my street.
So if I go to South Carolina, that's where I got to go?
I'm going to take you straight to Bernie's Chicken. We're going to get a number 3, all legs. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
No slouch, extra fries.
Off tops. I like to ask this question to everyone who comes on my show. If you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Animal, a lion.
Lion, why?
That's the king of the jungle.
Hell yeah.
Lion. Yeah, for sure.
All right. What is something that most people don't know about you?
I'm a laid back dude, chill, like funny too. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people just probably got a perception of me like I'm always serious or like aggressive or something. But I like to have fun.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let you play with me though, but I like to turn up.
Off tops. I want to ask you, when did you get your first chain?
My first chain.
Yeah, and what was it?
I think my first chain was my little DME chain I had got. That was my first custom chain.
Yeah.
It was my DME chain. This dude named Barry in Columbia Mall made it.
Yeah.
He official, like he did it. But then I got into the bigger custom. I went at Icebox.
Yeah.
So my first chain was probably like in 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think like 2 years ago.
I want to ask you, who is all a part of DME?
As far as rappers,
Yeah.
me, Dirty Money, Sonny, Campaign. That's it right now.
What went what went into creating that?
Like as far as the label, or
like creating a label.
Like I always had like back in the day, like we always had a little clique or whatever. But I was just like, we're gonna turn it into something positive, turn it into the music.
Yeah.
And once we did that, it just started taking off. Everybody, like we used to be way deeper than what we is now, but you know how that go. Like, had to slim it down.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
For my final question before you get out of here, I want to ask you, what advice could you give to a younger artist who's trying to get into the music game?
Stay consistent, be ready to invest, and just don't have no expectation, no high expectations towards nobody. Like, cause at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you.
Yeah.
Like you got the grind. Like you got people ain't gonna want to work until they see you doing your thing.
I think something you said and it was big. Be ready to invest.
Oh yeah, you got to invest. Like you ain't got a bag like to spin real quick and play with, like to really just blow. Like you might as well just wait.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take money. Like it take money to travel. It took money to get here to LA.
Yeah.
Like, so.
No, I'm tops. Yeah, you gotta be willing to invest in your career to make shit happen because you're investing in yourself to get that money back.
Yeah, for sure. But once it's time to get it back, you're gonna get it back.
I'm tops. Once again, man, I want to say it's a pleasure to have you on. I appreciate you coming through today.
I appreciate you.
I'm tops.
For sure.